Hello everybody, my name is Ed and welcome back to Asagao Academy! It's hot in my room. I need to hurry up. Turn my fan on after this, though. After playing a few rounds, the official tournament started. People playing one-on-one matches against each other, slowly thinking out the competition over time. Mai went before me and was rather unfairly paired against Jared. Ooh. Every blow he doled out to her was, in her mind, some form of actual physical contact. At least judging by the way she shivered when she was hit, it was. I would be going, ow, 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 ow. But that's me. I don't know. Maybe I'm one of the few gamers that does that. Or a lot of people do. I don't know. Want to teach their own, I suppose. Unsurprisingly, she died almost immediately. I was the last person, set to go against PBG. The others chuckled as we were past the controllers. Why? Don't worry, Hana. PBG is the easiest of all of us. You're bound to beat him. Oh, come on, guys. Don't worry, Hana. I'll go easy on you. You don't have to. I mean, it's a tournament for a reason. You don't have to go easy on me. In fact, I wouldn't expect you to or want you to. Even if I'm bad at it. Don't do it. It's not cool. Don't do it. I nodded as PBG picked the most level playing field. A small platform floating in space. Ooh, final destination. Yay. I loved that one. That's a very standard one. Very boring one when you consider it's just a flat platform. It's floating around, but it looks awesome. They did a great job of like making that look interesting. The match started and PBG graciously held his player still. Go ahead and test your moves.
You're a great
Aw, that's nice of you, PBG. Is there a time limit? Is this like a timed tournament match, or is this just like, yeah, whatever? Yeah, real nice. I tested my moves, and while doing so, my hand brushed against the yellow stick. Turby did a menacing low kick, and my eyebrows raised. That looked powerful. Ready to go?
Yeah!
I think so! PBG charged at me, charged at me across the screen, and when he came close enough for me to hit, I pushed the yellow stick in his direction. Ooh. He flew across the screen. My mouth fell open. PBG grit his teeth. I see how it is. No more Mr. Nice Guy, then. Yay! He's getting fired up. Yay! I wish the match was in front of me, though. So then I didn't have to visualize Kirby and something fighting on Final Destination. I partially doubted that PBG had a nice bone in his body, but the match had begun. I'm gonna avoid the joke that I want to make right now, but I think you guys know where I'm going with it. It was a long battle, a surprisingly long battle. Much like that one non-nice bone in his body. If you know what I mean. We seemed to be evenly matched right up until the very end when I smashed him off the screen with Turby's hammer. Oh. But, oh. I set the controller down quietly, not particularly happy about having crushed PBG in my second ever match of Stomp. PBG nodded solemnly. I guess I lost then.
Whoa!
Damn, Hana, that was some natural-born talent right there. What? I don't really think so. Anyway, the next match is Shane versus Paul. Is that actual talent, or was that him going easy? Does Hana have a latent ability for gaming? Is she the chosen one? Will she save the school for some reason that is not, at this moment in time, apparent that it's in danger? I think this might be an anime setting where video games are power in school. PBG remained quiet for a while after the— oh, what? What? I didn't press a button. Remained quiet for a while, and after the third round, he joined again, cheering with the rest of the guys. A match rolled around, but this time I was against Jared. And this time I lost in only a few minutes. Okay. I set the controller down again, happy to no longer have responsibility over the life and death of inanimate pixels. I don't know, they seem pretty animate to me. I mean, just not alive, but they move. They move, that's, yeah, I thought that was animate. Maybe I'm wrong. As I did so, I saw Paul lean in to whisper something in Shane, whose eyes flew wide open, then his face shut down. Over my dead body. Their eyes slid next to me as I looked away. What happened? They were talking about me, weren't they? I scooted over to Mai, feeling more comfortable near her than any of the guys. We cheered for Jared right up until the very end. he lost to a supernaturally agile Shane, who was seemingly being fueled by the rage of 1,000 demonic toddlers. Oh god. Everyone, that was a great round. Looks like we've been in better shape than last year. In even better shape than, well, all of us except PBG. That was uncalled. Yeah, that was uncalled for, John. Get the fuck out of here. Totally deserved. Anyways, I'm tired, so let's get out of my room, please. He grinned broadly, not finding anything wrong with how he summarily dismissed us. I said, get the fuck out of my room, but okay. I would have said, get the fuck out of my room in a very loving way. So, yeah, maybe that's just John. Maya and I gathered our things and left the room with the others, who, laughing and joking, dispersed in all different directions. Together we shuffled to our dorms. It's not home, it's dorm. Well, I guess it is home. Home sweet dormitory. We fell through the doorway exhausted, with barely enough energy to change into our PJs. Maya leapt onto her bed with a happy sigh. Oh, Hana, I'm so glad you came to Asagao. So this couldn't have happened without me either. Maya shoved her face into her pillow and emitted a muffled reply. Yeah, whatever you say. I fell onto my bed, staring at the rungs that kept Maya and her mattress from collapsing onto me and smothering me to death in the night. That was a morbid thought, Hana, what the fuck? That was a very morbid thought to have on bunk beds. But that was, yeah, that did look like fun. Video games are fun. I know, right? Really? She shoveled around on top of her bed. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was passable. Don't know if I'd call it super fun or anything.
Really?
Oh? I loved it! Well, Hana didn't grow up with many video games, so here's that. I mean, I'm sure Mai grew up with a ton. Seems like you found your calling. I'm sure I have. Above me, Mai yawned.
Let's just go to sleep.
Yeah, let's do that thing she just said. Let's go to sleep. Smiling, I got up and turned out the light.
Good night.
Good night, Hana. Good night, Mai. And the next day dawns, and then video games happened. As the chill weather of early spring faded and warmth stretched across Asagao, I itched to go outside. With Satch's book in hand, I took to the streets. What? Doing what? Reading? I hope you meant reading. And not anything bad. Streets, bad. Watch for cars. Since many people realized how rare this moment was, most of the usual benches and grassy spots were taken. I kept walking until I came to the soccer field. There was a practice game being held, and PBG and his friend Jeff were running across the field. Oh right, they had a soccer match that I was supposed to watch. When did this happen? Is this happening soon, or is this happening now and I forgot? Being a skirmish, the bleachers were almost completely empty. Students scattered the tiny, shiny metal seats. There was more than enough room for me. In one swift motion, practiced many times over my life, I sat down, spun my backpack into the space next to me, and pulled out my book. I was nearly done with it and wanted to see if I could finish it today. It was due a few days ago, so I was under pressure. At a pause in my reading, I looked up to watch PVG on the field. A shock of color at the base of the bleachers caught my eye. It looked like it was some kind of metallic candy wrapper, and a pang of annoyance struck me. Was there a trash can? There was a trash can nearby. Why litter? As I jumped down the steps to the bleacher and nearly slipped off one, it became clear that it wasn't trash. The colors changed as the angle of the light did. It was an iridescent purple figurine. Nitty bitty kitty figurine! Was it Gerard's? He was the only person I knew who collected them. I mean, there was another student that had them, so maybe it was one of theirs. I held up to the nearest student, who shook his head. I was free for a while. Gerard was really into the IBK scene, so if it wasn't his, he'd probably know who it belonged to. One problem. I had no idea where his room was. You could ask. I mean, there's people in the Normal Boots Club that could look and find, oh, he's over that room there. Or maybe they've heard enough of his rantings to know what he's doing with his time. They could probably point in the right direction. Immediately at that moment, PBG ran off to the field to get a drink. I approached him, holding the kitty in front of myself like a talisman.
Hey!
Hey, PBG, do you know Gerard's room number? I think he dropped this. Held the kitty up again, and it glimmered in the sun. Much like PBG just now, what with his physical activity. Oh, Gerard was just here. It has to be his. Asked him to bring me my goalie gloves. I wasn't ready to take McJones' place today. His room is right across from mine. Oh, okay. I mean, we could have just gone to the dorm and knocked on a few doors anyway to find out. I mean, we know a couple. So I guess John might not be there. That is the thing we could have tried at least. Right up, PBG. PBG groaned. It wasn't much of a break.
See ya.
Gotta go. Good luck! Took a huge gulp from his water bottle and poured the rest on his head and jumped back into the game. His teammates patted him on the back as he rejoined them. I placed the IBK into my uniform's... What? Pocket! Okay. Uniform's pocket and headed to Bluebell. I am not reading that word. As I entered Bluebell House, a passing boy frowned at me. Was I even allowed to be here myself? By myself? I shook my head. There was no time to be afraid. Today I had a mission. Just as PBG said, there was a door right across his room. And I also want to know what was. Is that's not English. I'm gonna be stuck on that this whole time now. I knocked and fished the IBK from my pocket. Oh, hi Shane. Shane answered the door, not at all pleased to see me. Hi Shane, how are you? He was Gerard's roommate? Oh, why was he Gerard's roommate? I tried to laugh to defuse the situation, but it was weak. Like I was only making things worse. I don't know what went on in Shane's mind. Looked at the IBK in my hands. Gerard should be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'll just wait in the common room. When he gets back, can you tell him to try and find me? I could read downstairs. Even if it took Gerard an hour to get back, I could keep myself occupied. Shane sighed and leaned against the doorframe. I could tell him, but it would be much easier if he waited here. Put his hand out, gesturing me inside. Is this okay? Like, I think you hate my guts after... I don't know, a couple days ago? This seems like a bad situation to be in. I don't know. I mean, not bad in the whole, like, I'm going to be attacked kind of thing, but bad in the whole, he hates me and this is awkward kind of thing. I don't know. I entered the room and stood smack in the middle of it. Shane plopped into a chair in front of what must have been his desk. I sat down in what I assumed to be Gerard's chair on the opposite side. Shane swiveled around and started to click something on his laptop. Seeing that he wasn't much for small talk, I turned to observing the room. The room was well decorated, one could say. Shit! There were a lot of itty-bitty kitties, each arranged neatly with its brethren of similar design. Ooh. I think I might have to move the camera a little bit, but I like this one. I like this one. That was my favorite. I also like that one. They're all adorable, but that one and that one, I like it. Oh, that one's a cat. That one's literally a cat face. Like, all of these are cats, yes, but this one in particular is cat. Just this one. There's some design. Every empty space not filled with school-related objects was covered by the pads of a cute little cat, or at least the sealed box of one. Even parts of Shane's shelves had IBK on them. Poor dude. I had to admit, it was kind of endearing. Something about the decoration required was sweet. Dedication required was... Do you collect IBK too? Not really. They're Gerard's. I don't mind. I see. It's kind of... niche. I'm surprised you're into them. Oh no, I don't collect them. I just found this one on the side of the field. PBG said Gerard was there earlier, so I came to see whether it was his. My hastiness to disown the figure did not go unnoticed by Shane, who made a face at me. If it's not Gerard, still probably knows who it is, right? It's probably Gerard's. I smoothed my thumb over the plastic kitty absent-mindedly. So, it really is Gerard's then. Probably, if Shane noticed it, anyway. Shane returned to whatever he was doing online, and I conversed with the figurine. You conversed with it? Who's that pretty kitty? Who's that pretty kitty? You are. Ah. Sorry you had to hear that, and I don't know how that ended up on the audio file. Gerard came back about 2 minutes later.
Hey, Shane.
Hey, Shane! And Hana? It's, you know, 2 coffees in hand. Suddenly he turned pink. What are you two doing in here, alone, together? We're having sex. What does it look like? We're not doing anything. Hana was looking for you.
Really?
Really? How can I help, Hana? Not with the sex. That just happened. You gave a coffee to Shane and offered the other one to me. I don't need no coffee right now. I mean, normally I'd guzzle it down, but I take it very particular. Would have gotten you one too if I knew you were here. It's very nice of you, but no thanks. I just came to see if this was yours. What felt like the 10th time in the last half hour, I displayed the itty-bitty kitty.
Oh, wow!
Oh, yes! Gerard almost dropped his coffee as he leapt forward. Don't drop the coffee, dude. I lost this today. Where'd you find it? It was near the field. PG told me you were there earlier, so I wanted to give it back to you. And the figure to Gerard, who looked about ready to kiss it.
You're the best.
I was handling that. Please Shane, please tell me Gerard is not doing what I think he's doing to those figurines. I don't think he would, but you never know. I don't know. Well, you didn't have to do this, but you did, and I don't know what I would have done without you. It wasn't any trouble at all. It looked pretty rare.
They're
It's
special.
not as rare as you think, but it's still very special to me. So glad you were the one to find it. Shouldn't have been so careless. Don't beat yourself up about it, or beat yourself off about it. What matters now is that you have it back. Maybe zip up your pockets next time?
I promise.
You bet I'll take a load of precautions to make sure this never happens again. There's a zipper on the pockets? Oh, well, it's jackets, so maybe that makes sense. I was thinking like pant pockets. Those don't usually have zippers. Placed it delicately on the shelf with other kitties that had the same iridescent properties. Gerard looked at me while I viewed his hard-earned assemblage.
Right.
Oh, duh, Gerard, you dummy. It rooted me to not at least introduce you to my collection. Sorry. In this room, I have 247 itty-bitty kitties of every shape and size. What? 240 what? Why? Well, you're a collector, so I guess that's why? Money to be used for food and school? Food! I guess if you have excess, whatever, sure, fine, cool. It's the newest set, the Catastrophes. They're a band. They're really popular right now. I traded my rare extras for these the other day. When you brought me back here, the one you brought back to me is from a set of 4 that's called the Opalescents. Currently, they're the only shinies. They're so pretty. My gaze fixated on them. I'm just missing the last Opalescent. It's a purple one, Princess Pumpernickel. I've tried everywhere, but no one has them in stock. There's only 3 copies in the world, so it's not really surprising. There's only 3? Dude. That's gotta be worth, like, thousands of dollars if you're a collector for it. How many of those... how big is this thing in this universe? It's more surprising that I managed to get these ones. I have one of the most complete collections in the world. People think that the Kitties company gives me the newest figurines, but I earn all my IBK. You can tell this took a lot of hard work. I'm amazed at how much effort you put into this. He sighed heavily and sat down on his bed.
Complete it.
Oh, right. He's the completionist. Forgot about that. Thanks, Hana. I just wish I could get that last figure. I could finish my collection and the kitties would have all their friends together in one place. Wish I could help. I'm broke as fuck. I mean, I could point it out the place that you need to go, but getting it is your own thing, dude. I can't afford that IBK thing. It's probably worth thousands and thousands of dollars. I'd have to sell my DS thing for that. Do you even put a dent in the price? Nodded, then glanced at my watch.
See you later.
Oh, game, stop doing that. That is the game doing that too. That's nothing else. I should go. I really wanted to finish my book today, but if you ever need help, I'm here. Yay. I stood up and waved to the both of them.
Bye.
Hey, Hana, thanks again.
Bye.
See ya. Well, Shane didn't seem to hate me. That's good, right? I hope that's good. Doesn't hate my guts. Thankfully, I managed to finish my book. It took more time than I expected, though, and by the time I got back to my room, it was dark outside. So, do we put the book back, or do we still have to go do that? When I opened the door to my room, the lights were off. I flicked them on, and the huddled form of Mai hugging a stuffed purple bear appeared on her bed.
Hello.
I'm back! Mai glanced at me, then buried her face again in her bear. Was she sulking? It was unlike her to be so unenergetic. Are you okay? That doesn't sound very okay. I glanced at me again. Her face a light shade of pink, like she was holding her breath. You know you can tell me anything. You've helped me out a lot, so it's the least I can do in return, right? Besides, we're friends. I sighed and threw the bear on the floor where it lay as if screaming in agony. It's not fair. She sighed again. I know it's terrible to think like this, but even though I'm really happy for you, getting to be friends with those guys, it's just not fair. What are you talking to? The Normal Boots Club?
I can't believe this.
Said I've been a fan of them for so long, and I've loved Jared forever. And then here you come out of the blue with your pink hair, and just like that, you're friends. You're friends with them too, are you not? Is that a problem? I need to get out of this room. I've been trying this whole time, and Jared didn't even know my name. I'm being stupid, and I feel bad, but I still... Shut up. Okay. Well, I know what to pick. They're your friends, too. I smiled weakly at me. They wouldn't be my friends if it wasn't for you. Like, that's it. Okay, maybe, but still. It's not it's not the means, it's the end here. They are your friends. And at least some of them acknowledge your existence to the point where they might consider you a friend too. I mean, you did try to break into the club, so maybe that put you on bad lights. Just go apologize already. I'm going to sleep. If you go to apologize to the club, they might let you, like, be friends or something. But I haven't seen that happen yet. In fact, I think Shane's still pissed at us for it. That'd be a thing we need to address, I think. She turned over and closed her eyes without even taking off her uniform. Turned out the light and walked to the bear she threw in the middle of the room. I'm sorry, too. Said it quietly, but even as the words left my lips, I knew they were a lie. You're not sorry? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. You don't have to be sorry. Like, you shouldn't be sorry for what happened in your life. Day X? Have we stopped counting the days from, like... Are we counting Roman numerals now? What the... Peppy, so I guess she's cheered up now. Good. We'll end the episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you to T-Cower, Sherrod, and Lavielle for supporting me on Patreon this month, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! I don't want to know if this feeling flows both ways, because I know it does. You hate me, and I hate you. That's how the feeling flows. But I wanted to snipe you, and I don't know. Well, we did good. And we got heals and stuff. So she meant everything.